But now you're gone and all I have is time. And though you're not here anymore, I still think about you. 'Cause baby, yeah, I didn't forget you. Hey, no, I didn't forget you, baby. I know we drifted so far apart. And I know we both made a brand new start. I saw you walking and talking with another guy, and I wish you happiness, but sometimes I wonder why after all this time you're still on my mind. 'Cause baby, yeah, I didn't forget you. Oh, I didn't forget you, baby. Cause after all this time, you're still on my mind. Oh, I'll never forget you, baby. Oh, I'll never forget you, baby. Oh, I'll never forget you. Oh, I'll never forget you, baby. I'll never forget.
When I wake up early in the morning, and when I come home at night, everything is covered in darkness, and the sun is out of sight. I guess I'm living in the dark age, yeah, because I sure can't see no light. Ever since you left, there's been nothing but a cloudy sky, and there's no day.
Hello, everybody. What's going on? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you live. Hopefully, you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream. We are live. Sorry about the late start there. All right, give me just a minute. I just gotta get over here. All right, should be good. Am I seeing an ad on my own stream? I am. That tends to happen. Alright, cool. So that looks good. I think we're good. Alright, perfect. So we should be up and running. Let's see. Sweet.
From a clear sky, I wasn't ready to say goodbye. Ever since you left, there's nothing.
Oh, it still has all my stuff. That's so cool. Dev community. See. I'm just looking over some stuff. What is this art station? Wait, what is this? Is this a game or? Oh, okay, I see. Oh no, I don't want to create a tutorial. Jesus. So I'm just grabbing something really quickly. Copy. Here come the spam. Use this space to tell about showcase your work. Banner image appears at the bottom of your profile page. Recommended. Oh, this is pretty cool. Oh, Bio, how's it going? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not even on the right monitor. My bad. It's pretty cool that they added this profile thing in here. It's pretty cool. These are all the ones I selected. Okay, that's not a very good filter system. I don't know who made that. Interesting. Okay. I'm officially going to DreamHack Atlanta in December. Oh, dude! Fuck yeah! Dude, that's awesome. I will be there then. Sick, dude. Hell yeah. Dude, I'm excited. I've never been. It's gonna be awesome. Dude, that's gonna be awesome. Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. Pong? Yeah, probably. Actually, my favorite game to make is Breakaway. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you have that little bar at the bottom, and then you hit the mouse button, and then the ball flies up, and you just go side to side, and then the ball bounces off the beam when it comes down, and the idea is to make sure it doesn't hit the whatchamacallit, the thingy. I'm drawing a blank. You know what I mean, right? I always thought it would be cool to have this really cool version of it that utilizes like 3D / cutscenes, where say you like hit a say it generates a like a mega block, right? And you hit that mega block, that it just goes like this cool fucking like, you zoom in and then you like go with the ball and you boom and it blows up the fucking block. You know what I mean? Something cool like that. I always thought it would be kind of neat. Oh, something like that. I don't know if this is the right one. View all game content first and I've done this before. That's 5.2 though. We're on 5.3. Yeah. Oh, this is 5.0. Yeah, that's the problem we're gonna run into probably, is the source files for this tutorial can be found in this. Please be aware I've already created the project from the marketplace once and that won't get updated automatically. The zip is the content folder. Oh yeah, dude, I'm sure. Well, I mean, if we're both gonna be at DreamHack, I'm sure we will. You're off to work. All right, you have a good day as well. Don't they have a UEPN and Creative? Fortnite Unreal. Oh, that's right. There's a Fortnite editor too. Capturing MetaHuman Twin Motion documentation. Fortnite Creative. Yeah, but if you're gonna do Fortnite Creative. Okay, the user. Oh, I should probably actually load up Unreal Engine. There we go. Dude, it does take a little bit to load up, though, I'll admit. It does. Casual RTS game sample that shows you the best for cross-platform project. This one looks pretty fun. It's a great project of those picking up for the first time developers looking to try out the new features in 5. It uses Lumen Nanite World Partition Control Rig, meta sounds, and enhanced input system. First thing I always look at is the great project pickup. The zip was added to the project later, and the project she already created from the marketplace before will not be updated. I added some notes to the article here on the hub. Should find it inside content folder for. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. Just gotta do something really quickly. Hold on, guys. Give me a second.
You better start moving and feel the music. Get your groove on and let it use you. When you feel the fire and you know it's right. Pure desire, just hold on tight. Get up, down, move around, get down on the ground. Get high and touch the sky. You know the reasons why. Just dance.
Sometimes I forget I'm on a computer, not a Mac.
Just dance. Come on, just dance. When the heat gets too hot to handle, and you know you're about to get it, and you can reach much higher now. You better believe it. You can look at the clouds fly by. Come on and let yourself enjoy the ride and fly a little higher, a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. It's time to let go of your inhibitions. Feel the music. It's your new addiction. Yeah. Better tell your feet to do some dancing. Don't have to be all that fancy. Ow. Get up, down, move around. Get down on the ground. Get high and touch the sky. You know the reasons why. Just dance. Come on, just dance. Just dance. Come on, just dance. When the heat gets too hot to handle.
Alright, sorry. Alright, let's see. Download. Let's see. Features. Number of meshes. Do we just hit free? Okay. Practical and editor making.
Hi, my name is Andreas, and in this video I will show you how to start creating a small game from scratch in Unreal Engine 5. We will use some of the latest features but also established workflows from previous versions. We will build a small top-down game and import static meshes, textures, building materials, importing skeletal meshes and animations, and build a small interactive
Didn't I
system
launch
and
Unreal
do a little
Engine?
bit of polish at the end. So let's start by creating a new project. When you open Unreal Engine 5, it presents you with the new templates you can start with. So they contain new mannequin, Manny and Quinn. But in our case, we will start with a blank project and just call that first game. Everything we are building here, I do in real time. And when I speed up time, I will tell you. Sure, it's recorded in pieces to create a better flow so you can follow. I'm using the assets from a StackoBot sample project you can download from the marketplace. So here we are, and when you have the project open the first time, you can see this new map here, which is already set to word partition and has a pretty nice real-time lighting setup. But in our case, let's start a new map, and we don't use the existing one. Sends you with a new template.
Alright, let's see. Blank. Choose should be supported a new project. I'm sure you can edit that at any time. I assume. Okay. No code. Cool. Create.
Templates you can start with. So they contain new mannequin, Manny and Quinn. But in our case, we will start with a blank project and just call that first game. Everything we are building here, I do in real time. And when I speed up time, I will tell you. Sure, it's recorded in pieces to create a better flow so you can follow. I'm using the assets from a StackoBot sample project you can download from the marketplace. So here we are, and when you have the project open the first time, you can see this new map here, which is already set to word partition and has a pretty nice real-time lighting setup. But in our case, let's start a new
God,
map,
look at all
and
these
we
plugins.
don't use the existing ones, but we just do a completely empty level. Before we start, let's go through the new UI. Here's a viewport with our scene, and here's the outliner listing all things of our scene. Below are the details of what we have selected. Up here are different modes.
Oh shit,
like
which one
select,
did he go with?
landscape, and
Fuck, I wasn't paying attention.
the existing ones, but we just do a completely empty level.
Oh.
Before we start, let's go through the new UI. Here's a viewport with our scene, and here's the outliner listing all things of our scene. Below are the details of what we have selected. Up here are different modes like select, landscape, and foliage that we can use later. This is the create menu with all kinds of actors we can place, and the green button starts your game. The view modes and show flags allow us to investigate our scene. Down here is a content drawer with a folder structure of our game that you can also open up with Control Space in all editors. With F10 you can toggle the sidebar. Let's bring in our first actor. We could navigate through the menu or just start typing. Let's select the simple sphere. Here it is, even if we can't see it. It's in the outliner, and also in the details panel you see the properties. When we switch the view mode to unlit, we can see.
Oh my goodness, dude. Slow down. What did he say? Something about... I just don't remember what sphere he was talking about. Shit. Skipped ahead a little too much.
That's your game. The view modes and show flags allow us to investigate our scene. Down here is a content drawer with a folder structure of our game that you can also open up with Control Space in all editors. With F10 you can toggle the sidebar. Let's bring in our first actor. We could navigate through the menu or just start typing. Let's select the simple sphere. Here it is, even if we can't see it. It's in the outliner, and also in the details panel you see the properties. When we switch the view mode to unlit, we can see it there. So let's make some light. We will use the environmental light mixer to fastly set up.
Oh my god. Dude.
Let's bring in our first actor. We
Jesus,
could navigate
dude,
through
the guy
menu
fucking
and
rushes
start
right
typing.
through it like
Let's
you,
select the simplest
it's
sphere.
crazy,
Here
dude.
it is,
Shit.
even if we
Fucking
can't
slow
see it.
down, man.
It's in the outliner, and also in the details panel you see the properties. When we switch the view mode to unlit, we can see it there. So let's make some light. We will use the environmental light mixer to fastly set up some lights. By creating directional light, you can now begin to see the sphere. We can directly change the value.
Okay, I don't want to follow this. The problem with these people, when they do tutorials, they know how to do everything, so they rush through it because they know it so well. They don't give the person learning 1 second to process what's going on. Like, so click here, and then you drop down here, and then you type in this, and then you go here, and then you go there. And before the person can even fucking process what button to hit, they're already on to like the next stage. Guys, if anyone does tutorials, take your time. This is not a fucking race. Literally, just take your time, okay? Hi, everybody. So what we're going to do, here's what it should have been. So to add a sphere shape in here, what we're going to do is come up here to the top. We're going to click down on here. Now we can go into the shapes panel here, but simply come up here and start typing. Now, as you can see, we have a thing called under shape sphere. We're going to click on that. See what I mean? Slow, and it tells exactly what we're going to be doing. These guys are like, okay, so what you're going to do is we're going to add an SS up here. We're going to come in here. Instead of clicking over here, we're going to type in sphere. Then we're going to click in. We're going to add the sphere. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Then after that, we're going to go to lit and then unlit. It's just like, hold on. And it's so hard to follow these, because they rush right through it so fast, and your brain doesn't even have processing time to understand what is going on. You know what I mean? I've always been critical of this with every type of tutorial, and it doesn't have to be like game development. It can be in like when you're doing coding tutorials. Sometimes you'll see someone pop open the edit and they're like, okay, cool, welcome to HTML. So here's what you're going to do. First, you're going to hit shift on the keyboard. Then you're going to do a greater than. And the next thing you know, they got like a fucking full page website built, and your brain's still like, hold on, what is HTML? You know what I mean? They just go so fast, and it's just like, guys, you got to remember who your audience, like when it comes to content creation, whether it's streaming or especially YouTube videos, or in this case, documentation videos from Unreal, you got to remember who is the audience watching this video. This is literally geared towards people that have never used the editor before. You know what I mean? And you got to give it some time for them to process what you're teaching them. But this guy is flying right through this so fast. You know what I mean? And I get it. It's because he probably works with this thing every single day for hours. You know what I mean? I get it. But you got to slow down when you're teaching people stuff. You just can't whiz through everything and go, well, they can pause the video. Yeah, how many times am I going to see? How many times did I reload to see what kind of sphere he added? You know what I mean? I think I did it like 3 times. So, guys, when you're making these videos, you need to slow down. Take your time. I know it's a long tutorial. It's about an hour and something long, but holy shit.
Values like the intensity. Let's
Slow
make some
down.
light. We will use the environmental light with the outliner. Let's bring in our first actor. We could navigate
God,
through
we're
the
still
menu
working
and
on the
just start
fucking
typing.
sphere.
Let's select the simple sphere. Here it is, even if we can't see it. It's in the outliner, and also in the details panel you see the properties. When we switch the view mode to unlit, we can see it there. So let's make some light. We will use the environmental light mixer to
Okay, he went through that so fast. He literally did this. Window, and he clicked on that immediately. I literally just looked over here. I barely had a second to process what he clicked on.
properties. When we switch the view mode to unlit,
See,
we
I
can
gotta
see
keep going
there.
back.
So let's make some light.
Window.
We will use the environmental light mixer.
This should have been slowed down so much. I gotta. Who made this tutorial? I'm very curious. Andy. God, it's like raining out right now. Ah, fuck it. It's not even worth it. Whatever. All right. All right, so we gotta add light, environment, light mixture. All right, so we're gonna go window. All right.
To fastly set up some lights by creating direction.
Oh shit! What happened to the? Oh, okay.
Light, you can now begin to see the sphere. We can directly change the values like intensity, and with Control L, we can change the angle of our light so it comes a little bit from the
Intensity.
front. This is real-time lighting by default. In the project settings under rendering, you can find the settings.
Project settings, right? And then rendering. Let's see. Rendering. Where the hell's rendering? Oh, there we go.
New projects use the new global illumination system, Lumen. So let's add some more. An atmospheric skylight, a sky and
Okay. Oh my fucking word, dude.
new project use the new global illumination system, Lumen. So let's add some more. An
A skylight with real-time capture enabled is in scene. It requires at least a sky atmosphere component.
atmospheric skylight, a sky and atmosphere, the new volumetric clouds, and a height. We also want our atmosphere light fully real-time, so we check real-time capture in the...
Wait, what do we want? Skylight? Okay, so we click on skylight. I take my fucking time with this.
skylight. The actors got all spawned at 000 in the world and are a bit hidden. So let's line them up a bit so we have a cleaner scene and don't lose the overview.
Okay. Skylight. Atmosphere. Is this the ball? Okay, so that's going to be the sun. Skylight. And the fog. All right. I think we're good. His looks really blue for some reason. Yeah, I forgot. Okay.
What we also can do is creating folders.
Oh, is there more? Experimental light. Experimental fog. Oh, no, we want the fog to come all the way up. Okay. Then we want sky atmosphere.
In the outliner.
Oh, okay. So we want the. Is this the sun? Right. So we want the fog. Then we want the sky atmosphere. And then. Okay. I think we're good. I think. I'm pretty sure we're good. Oh, man. All right.
And move our actors for the light setup in there.
Okay, so create new folder. Lighting. Okay, and we'll take all these. Check that, and then we'll move them in here. Okay. Cool. All right, volume. All right, perfect. All right, I think we're good on that. That looks good. Okay, so we have the light. Then we have the fog. Then we have the atmosphere. We have this, and then we have fallen record cloud. Okay, perfect. So that's in lighting.
Projects can very fast get very messy, and some housekeeping from the start can go a long way. Next, let's save our map. Again, let's keep it clean, so we want to do a new folder calling it maps and save our
Save at level as. Okay, so save current level as. Okay, content, and then we'll do new folder, and we'll call it maps. Okay.
our map as valley.
Valley. Okay. Wait, did he use?
We want to do a new folder calling it maps and save our map as valley.
Okay, so he did use capital.
When we now take a look in the content drawer, you find this folder structure. Now we want to bring in our first own asset. In the content drawer, we will create a new folder and call it props. That will contain our meshes, materials, and textures. Pressing import, let me choose an asset I want to bring into the engine. SMCreate is an FBX.
Okay, so I need to find where that folder is. Samples library. Project category. What do you call it first? Sword and shield? No, that's not it. I did add it, didn't I? Marketplace. I'm pretty sure I added it to my thing, didn't I? Okay. How do you... Well, I don't want to create a project with it. Download type complete project. Project files. Source files using tutorial in the zip. Create a project. No, I don't want to do that. Don't create. How do you... Can you not download the files? Or do you have to create a project to use? Do you have to create a project using? Choose a project name and location. Let me try to do this. I have a feeling this is going to install the entire thing. I don't think this is what we want to be doing, but we're going to give it a try. Interesting that they would do this. Maybe you install it and then you can access the files, I assume. Props.
That was create props. That will find this folder structure. Now we want to bring in our first own asset. In the content drawer we will create a new folder and call it props. That will contain our meshes, materials and textures. Pressing import, let me
Alright, and then we're gonna go to props. Maps. UI. Content. Slackabot. Audio, characters, environment, input maps. No, UI. Hey, Mad Dog, how's it going, dude? Main menu, textures. Environment. Oh, dude. Not too bad. Nice. You can already see the frustrations of the people that were... You have to extract the after downloading the project. It's in the content browser on your hard drive. Where is it? It's in the content browser on your hard drive. It's called First Game Source. Probably a thing you should probably add into the tutorial. I'm just putting that out there, but hey, what do I know? copy that. Okay, there we go. Oh, thank God for forums. Hoping to get my frog legs delivered today. I'm sorry, your frog legs? Oh. Yeah, you said did you fall down or something? Or what happened? Wait, you eat frog legs? Ew! I've never had them, so I guess I can't say ew. Who knows? Maybe they're good. Maybe maybe I should try some someday. Oh God, I'm just trying to envision what they taste like. Ooh. Oh, okay. So today's your first day. Hell yeah.
Me choose an asset I want to bring into the engine.
Ascend create. Okay.
Create is an FBX that was created in Blender, but you can use any DCC tool or get them online like from Sketchfab. We don't change any defaults and we want to create the materials. After pressing import, our static mesh got added as well as the 3 materials this FBX uses. With double click we open
29 source content files have been detected. Would you like to import them? Don't import. Not yet. Okay, so it's a trap, right? It probably is. Alright, so content. There's our static mesh.
this mesh in an own editor. Let's dock it up here. On the upper left you find some numbers about the mesh.
Alright, I dock it up here.
Mesh and the details contain 3 material slots. This button leads to the location of the asset. Let's open the material editor.
Dude, this guy is whizzing through this so fucking fast. Well, time to kill some zombies, I think. Yeah, dude. Are you gonna be on tonight? Although I'm not too sure what time I'm gonna be back from the gym. I gotta go tonight though. Well, I'm gonna go early because I can get out at 5, so I can just run to the gym at 5 and I should be back by 7. But yeah, if you're gonna be back. Base color. Not sure. Going to the movie, so it won't be until. Okay, cool. Yeah, no. So yesterday, dude, I walk into my roommate's room and I'm like, yo, and he had his PlayStation. I'm like, so you know, and Modern Warfare was like on the like, hey, buy now screen. I was like, there you go, dude, just do it. And I was showing him video play of my streams, and I was like, come on, dude, just do it. So he adds it to the cart, and then he goes to fucking purchase it, and of course, PlayStation's like, oh, what's your password? And he couldn't fucking remember. So he's like, I'll just do it later. I was like, no. I was like, get it now. Come on, man. I'm trying to get him back into the game, dude. Him and I used to game all the time. I'm sure we've played together with him before back in the day. Oh shit! I just heard back from Autodesk. Hi, Sika player. This is Brock with Autodesk Education Support. Thank you for reaching out to us. I see. Ooh, he misspelled something. That you have some questions concerning eligibility. Yeah, bro. Oh my god, he didn't even answer my question. Brock, what are you doing, dude?
On the upper left.
Oh, hold on. He literally added like 2 things of his actual word in, and the rest was like a fucking snippet message. Hold on. Hey there, Brock. Sort of, but not really. Like education in like university. Hold on. Blender. All right, send email. Let's see. I hate support that I didn't even try to contact. Worst. Yeah, exactly, dude. It's so bad. Well, the guy misspelled the word that. He goes, "This is Brock with Autodesk Education Support. Thank you for reaching out to us. I see Tahat, T-A-H-T. You have some questions concerning eligibility. Information concerning who is eligible can be found here." So not even like, "Hey man, I looked over your unique case." You know, nothing like that. It was just like, "Yeah, okay, here's eligibility." Art, how's it going? Good morning. I don't know. I get it, but shit. Honestly, sometimes even when I write to customers on support, I tend to fuck up on my grammar. It happens. It does happen. So, you're extremely tired. Why? Have you been up all night, or you just didn't sleep? I went to bed like at what, midnight or something like that, and then I don't know. Twitter did the same thing with my hacked banned account. Yeah, that's crazy. Are you making a new one? I can't remember if you said you were. Can you get your old one back? How did it even get hacked? What did you do, Mad Dog? Did you give out your... Did you use God as your password? from the movie Hackers? No, just tired. School sucks. Yeah, I remember. I don't know what... like high school or college. Either one sucks, man. Although college was fun. I did enjoy college. Last day before Thanksgiving break at least. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Oh, that's right. That's coming right around the corner. Damn, I hate multi-streaming. Can't follow chat. Because of Twitch... Listen. Oh, high school? Hell yeah. What grade? Because of Twitch's TOS, I am not allowed to put multi-chats on screen. At least they allow us to multi-stream. Allow us. I love that. You may stream to other platforms. Oh, well, thank you, Twitch. I appreciate it. Thank you for your permission. Thank you. You're a 9th? Okay, so... Oh, shit. So you're freshman, right? 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, all right. 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, you're a freshman. Holy shit, it's been a long time since I've entered the high school days, okay? But Twitch has the most fucked up rules and regulations. Yeah. So, are you looking to get into, like, development or something like that? Dude, my school didn't even offer, like, coding or anything like that. Like, one, I grew up in a small town. Two, you know, it was early 2000s, so yeah. They really didn't have that kind of stuff back then. I didn't do shit. I didn't even know that account was banned. Really? That's crazy. But anyways, either way, welcome in. Dude, I'm learning Unity and Blender in my game Sims class. Dude, they never offered that when I went to high school. Fuck, I would have loved to have done that. Man, isn't it crazy they offer game development for high schoolers now? Like, that's wild. That is so cool. And they offer coding, too. I was talking to one of my friend streamers, Goddess, and she was telling me, she's like, I think 10 years younger than me. And she was like, yeah, I did coding in high school. And I'm like, yeah, we never did that. Just 2D this year. Next year will be 3D. Hell yeah. Well, Unity. Yeah, I can imagine. That's interesting they chose Unity. They probably had an educational license or something with Unity, I assume. I mean, either one, whether you use Unreal or Unity, but I'm pretty sure Unity's probably a little bit of an easy. Yeah, because Unity is really good for 2D. That makes sense. Actually, yeah, that makes sense why they used Unity. Huh. That's pretty cool, though. How you liking it so far? Alright, let's see.
After the preview, below are details. Most space takes a material graph where we find this big output node where we can connect nodes to. For example, this one is color we can change. When we hit apply, we can see the result on our mesh. We can zoom in a bit to see how the material is looking from different angles. Let's go back and improve this a bit. When holding 1 and doing a left click, you can create a node with one value. We can connect this to roughness of the material and the preview is immediately updated. Hit apply again to see.
Oh my god. Guys, this guy, he goes way too fast. It is insane how fast this man's moving. It is crazy. Bro, you need to slow the fuck down when you're making tutorials, my guy. Please slow down, dude. Listen, people, this is supposed to be an introductory course to Unreal Engine. It's going way too fast, man. Way too fast. I'm also using Autodesk Fusion for my engineering class. Damn, dude. It's giving me nightmares, for fuck's sakes. Well, the Fusion. I've never used Fusion. The other thing I've used from Autodesk was Maya. I used a little bit of Maya, which Maya is really good. I heard the new Blender's really good too. I haven't used it. Guess I'll just have to watch your streams. Nice. He's reading a script. That's why. It's probably why. Yeah. But he is I mean, do you hear how fast he's going? Look, I want to show you the video. All right. So I'm still on this step over here. Watch how fast this man moves. Now, here's where I'm at still. Okay. I want you to picture you've never touched Unreal Engine in your entire life, and now you're watching this tutorial. Watch how fast this goes. Shit. I didn't mean to do that.
View below are details. Most space takes a material graph where we find this big output node where we can connect nodes to. For example, this one is color we can change. When we hit apply, we can see the result on our mesh. We can zoom in a bit to see how the material is looking from different angles. Let's go back and improve this a bit. When holding 1 and doing a left click, you can create a node with one value. We can connect this to roughness of the material and the preview.
Have you followed along yet? Isn't that crazy? Look how fast he's going. My brain, he said something about left click and hold 1. Dude, you gotta slow down, man. There is no reason to fly through a tutorial F. Like, slow down, man. This is not a race. I dropped a sub, by the way. Wait, did you mean you followed or like an actual sub? Sorry, the terminology on YouTube's a little bit different from other platforms. So like on other platforms, when you say sub, that means you like subscribed, which isn't a follow. It's an actual subscription. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, I appreciate it. That just showed up though. That's weird. Don't ask. It's you said, hold on. Why didn't Botrix pick that up? That's weird. Give me a second. Your follow should have alerted on screen. Yeah, give me just a second here. That's strange. Why didn't that work? Do I not? I have you. Settings. Widgets. Alerts.
New followers.
Dude, that's weird. No, I mean the test is showing that the alert should work. Why didn't that show up when you followed? Interesting. Huh. And the bot should have... I have like 3 videos backed up for editing. Yeah, dude, I'm bad at video editing. I am not good at it. Hold on, let me go to YouTube. Am I in the right account? YouTube Studio. Are you sure? Because I'm seeing the same amount from earlier. Yeah, try refreshing the page, man. I don't think it worked. Because I still see the same amount of subscribers from when I started earlier. It might not have worked. Oh, there we go. That worked. I just saw it. Yeah, the one Mad Dog. Yeah, dude, I don't think that worked, Art. Because Mad Dog just subscribed and I got the notification on my phone. And I think we're about to see it on screen. The API is a little slow. Do you? Yeah. That is weird. Or maybe it doesn't work. Yes, I see 576 now. It's just because I'm... No. That's weird. The alert doesn't even show up, man. That's strange. Well, we'll find out in a minute. I think YouTube's a little slow with their API. Really? Interesting. Huh. I don't know. That's weird. Maybe Boctrix doesn't work. Which is really odd, right? I can see I can pull in YouTube chat from the chat bot. Huh. May I need to reconnect it? Interesting. Actually, there's not even an unlink option. Well then, damn. That's weird. That's awkward. Hold on. Commands, timers, modules, chat alert. Send a message chat every time interaction occurs. Yeah, dude. Mad Dog, the YouTube thing didn't even show up on chat. That should have sent a thing to chat. Rankings, level. I know the... Interesting. Internet's full. I'm going to find a new one for Black Friday. Ooh, did I miss your chat, dude? What do you mean? What are you trying to find? I tried YouTube streaming, holding off until I get a better computer. Nah, you're good. Don't worry about it. I don't know why it's not working. Botrix is just being weird. Once Kick's API goes to Streamlabs, we'll be over there. I'm literally just waiting for Kick to release their API. Trust me. So is Streamlabs. I've already talked to them. They're sitting there literally waiting for it.
New follower.
See, the Twitch one worked. Hey, thank you for the follow, Med. Appreciate it, Medguard. But either way, Art, thank you so much for following on YouTube. I'm not too sure why it's not working. It's really weird. Botrix, man. But the chat, if I type in like... I'm kind of curious. Discord. Wow, that's weird. Yeah, see... It says that Botrix... Oh, there it is. Yeah, see? Botrix... The chat's working, but there's no... So it's connected to my account. That's strange. I don't know. Spectator account. Preview. Yeah, it's connected to my account because it shows that there's... in the widgets thing, it's showing that there's... active alert. I don't know. Strange. I don't know, guys. It's weird. Save settings. Advanced settings. Yeah, I have it all connected to the... Hold on, let me try something. Botrix. Let's see if it's the same code. Yeah, it's the same code. Interesting. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I don't know why the alerts for YouTube aren't working. But when I test it out, like if I do a super chat.
Super chat
See?
received.
So the alert system's coming in, and just for some reason, Botrix is having an issue. That's weird because, like, obviously the API to YouTube is working because I'm seeing I can use the chat bot. That's weird, man. I don't know. Weird. I don't have an answer for why this isn't working. But either way, thank y'all for the... Sorry if it doesn't pop up, guys, but thank you for the follows. Appreciate it. Just strange. Not too sure what's the deal is with that. But Bull Moose Equipment, what were you talking about? You know who else needs to get their API updated is friggin' Rumble. They need to get over to Streamlabs as well. Alright. I don't know if you can control the speed of the video. No, they don't have that option, unfortunately. So I gotta keep pausing every time because this guy is like on a...
Color we can change.
Alright, so I think I go to base color. I think I click here. Yeah, there we go. And then I change this to DC4 CD5 0. No, that's not it. Anyway, I'll just do my own color. I don't care. Alright, there. Actually, that doesn't look like his. Carry on. Oh, cool. I can see the numbers over here. Sick. 305. 0899. 2 nines in there? Yep. 05. Next. 0, comma. 898767. Comma. Alright, and then we're doing... Oh, did that not update? I'm an idiot. I think I had to press enter. 305 0899 05. Does that not work? Oh, apparently that doesn't work when you tweak those numbers. It's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? It's gonna be one of those days, I can already tell. Whatever. Yeah, it's really, I don't know. And then he said to right click and hit 1 or hold down 1 and right click. Oh, okay, there we go. Well, to be fair, I was left clicking, so that explains that one.
When we hit apply, we can see the result on our mesh.
There we
We
go.
can zoom in a bit to see how the material is looking from different angles. Let's go back and improve this a bit. When holding 1 and doing a left click, you can create a node with 1 value. We can connect this to roughness of the material and the preview is immediately updated. Hit apply again to see how this glossiness looks on the crate. Let's make it more interesting by importing textures. So we can import to...
Oh boy. Alright, hold on. Oh man, do you happen to know anything about sphere projection in terms of mesh vertex and GPU call optimization? No. Unfortunately, this is my first time kind of like learning Unreal Engine, so you would probably know more than I'll ever know. I'm still learning how to change the mesh material here. Oh, man. So, unfortunately, I wouldn't have that answer for you. Yeah, I haven't even gotten to that level yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to work on this one thing. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Nice. It's incredibly powerful. Is it really? Gotcha. Oh, learning Unreal. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Sorry, I didn't read your top one. Learning Unreal on your own can be daunting. Keep at it. It's incredibly powerful. Well, that was the thing. That's why I wanted to go with Unreal versus like not that Unity's not good. I'm not saying it's not, but the shit I've been seeing coming out of Unreal is insane. Like the games that are coming out are just, oh my god, it's crazy. Someone skipped sharing day at school. What? Wait, who did? All right. I think we're adding a metal.
2 textures here. Grayscale grunge.
T plastic N. Okay, T plastic N. But he doesn't even like name off the files he's about to click on either. He just clicks on it. Oh man, I just want to sit down with the creator of this video and fucking like go, bro, let's redo this tutorial together. And I will, I'll be your test. Listen, if you make the video and I can make it through it, then we're good. Yeah, I think the main difference between working with Unreal opposed to Unity is that Unreal has a lot of tools out of the box to work with. Oh yeah, definitely. He's just speed, right? I think you need to buy something off the asset store in Unity. Right, okay, I see what you're saying, yeah. Because back in the day, like the blueprint editor, as for an example, so Unreal's always kind of had that, the blueprint editor, but Unity didn't, but they had a plugin that allowed you to do blueprints, but you had to pay for it back in the day. Now I think it's built into it, right? With the newer, I haven't used Unity in a minute, but I'm pretty sure they have blueprints now in Unity. But I think years back you had to like pay for the plugin before it was like automatically in there. I think I might be wrong about that. I think so, yeah. I don't remember the name of it, but I remember someone mentioning that you could do blueprinting, but you had to pay for the plugin. It was like $70 or something like that. Yeah, Unity has something similar now. Exactly. So they're getting better for sure. You know, a game was really good with fucking Unreal Engine. It's a cool game called Story About My Uncle. God, it's such a beautiful game. And I mean, this was like Unreal Engine 4 days. So I can't imagine that game like being rebuilt in Unreal Engine 5. I'm sure it would be fantastic to look at. Okay, so what are we doing? I need to double click on this, and then I need to hit import. And then I think we're gonna click on T plastic N. There's T metal N. I think that.
Texture and a normal. So once this is imported, we will find it in the content drawer and can drag in the normal.
Oh no, we're doing 2 of them. Oh my god. All right, hold on. Which one did he do again? Oh my goodness.
2 textures here. Grayscale grunge.
Okay, plastic N, and I think he's doing
texture and a
grunge.
normal.
Yeah. Okay, Okay, so we're doing these 2 right here, I think. Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, perfect. Now we're caught up.
So once this is imported, we will find it in the content drawer and can drag in the normal and...
Oh my god, dude. All right, and then... Okay, let's see. I remember seeing some gameplay videos on that game. Never played it though. It's a really good game. It's a Story About My Uncle. It's a really good game. I don't know how much it is on Steam, but it should be fairly cheap now. I mean, it's not super old. Story About My Uncle. It's 80% off right now. Oh, damn. Yeah, you can get it for $2.99. Damn! Well, there you go. Dude, it's right here. I'm telling you, it's such a beautiful game. Like, look at this gameplay. It's so nice. The video doesn't give it justice. When you have it installed on your computer, like, look at that. And this is made with Unreal Engine 4. Imagine what this would look like with all the new particle and lighting features they've added in Unreal 5. Oh my god, this would look amazing. This would look amazing. Like everything about it. Yeah, and the idea is you're wearing this glove and it kind of like does this thing where you grab onto something, but you can, right there. It uses like this light to snatch onto those elements up there. And it also uses, you can jump high and run fast as well. I'm stuck on this one level where I can't get past and it's pissing me off. I've been working on it for over a year. I just kind of gave up on it. So. Also probably the next, in the next Unreal version, this material workflow will change. They will add substrate. I don't know what that is. Let's see here, slightly different from this version. Material editing. See first. Oh Jesus. Looks really good. Kind of looks like your grappling hook. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Yeah, it's a good looking game. It's fun. All right.
Connect that to the output pin.
Okay. So we're doing this to normal. Okay.
So when we zoom in a bit, we see this nice little bumps here.
Oh, do we have little bumps? How do you zoom in? Could you maybe tell me the shortcut key you used to zoom in on that, sir? Oh my God. What happened to the... What did I do? What did I do? Oh my God. Oh, there we go. What the... I love how he doesn't tell us how he zoomed in. The scroll wheel. Oh, okay. See, dude, you're teaching me more about Unreal than I'm learning from this video. Oh my, this video is so fucking frustrating to watch. Dude, I really want to message this guy and be like, guy, we gotta talk, man. Listen, if you're gonna do a tutorial, please, for all that is holy. All that is, okay, I see what he's talking about right here. Yeah, you can see, can you guys see that? But dude, you need to slow down when you're making these types of tutorials for people. This is supposed to be an introductory to Unreal Engine. And I've wanted to like stop the video like 100 times. Or not, I've wanted to like stop watching this video so many times. It's so frustrating as someone that doesn't know how to use something when you're watching something like this. And the fucking guy's speed racing through the tutorial. Who made the video? Their name is Andy. I think they work for Unreal Engine. I think. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong about that. Give me a second. They're Unreal staff. They're tutorial professor. It's just really frustrating because, like, I have his Twitter right here. Sailor Game Dev, previous Epic Design, Unsettlers, and a Long Journey, prototyping. I think he still works for Unreal. I think. I don't know, but I don't know. Oh shit! I lost my place of where I was at. See, it's already a sign that this is going downhill.
With press to one different information.
Oh, geez, hold on.
That's more design. So we go here and we have a normal again and a roughness. We will do something.
Yeah, it's an Unreal tutorial. Yeah, it's not like a YouTube video or anything like that. I could officially get that if it was like, you know what I mean? Official Unreal tutorials are nice, but don't go into too much depth. In my humble opinion, community-made tutorials are nicer in a bit more detail. Yeah, like, I'm noticing in this video, he's not explaining really that much about what we're doing. He's like, yeah, so you click here and then you import this. And it's like, how about we talk about what the material is? And he's like, yeah, and then you take this texture sample and you connect it to normal. What the fuck does normal mean? You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean normal? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's kind of like a half tech demo marketing. It's kind of like frustrating as someone that's like literally. I'm just trying to like learn, and he's going. I don't mind like even if he doesn't explain everything. I'm not saying that he needs to explain everything into deep detail, but for all that is holy, bro, please just slow down, dude. Slow down. That's all I'm saying. Take a second. to let the learner process what you're telling them. Like earlier today when we were adding the simplest fear object in this thing right here. He goes, okay, cool. So now that you've opened up the editor, now what we're going to do is we're going to go to window, and then we're going to go down. No, it wasn't window. It was like, we're going to click here. We're going to add the asset. Instead of going down here, we're going to actually start typing in sphere. And then of course, I thought it was in here. But by the time my brain could even process what he was talking about, he was already going, so now we're going to go on to lighting. And it was like, wait a minute. What about the sphere? What happened to the sphere? Wait, hold up. It was like, whoa, dude. Hold on. I don't know if you know about this, but UNF guys make great tutorials. Oh, definitely. Thank you. I will click on that now. Unreal Engine 5 materials tutorial. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, no, this is great. This is great playlist. Do they have like an intro playlist for Unreal 5? Feedback sessions, game dev podcasts, Unreal Engine news, work streams, Unreal Engine 5.3. Oh, here we go. Beginner tutorial. This right here.
And we are all very excited. But if this is your first time using the engine, the best idea would be to start with the basics. In this tutorial, we will cover everything you need to know in order to start creating content inside Unreal Engine. The first step is downloading the engine. While the engine is being
They didn't even go through this part in the tutorial on the official document.
installed, we will do a quick tour around the Epic Games Launcher, because there is a lot of assets and materials that can be very helpful to us. Next, we will create our first project. We will then get acquainted with the Unreal Engine editor, so we are comfortable using it. We will create our first level, add a playable character, prototype a simple map, use blueprints to create game mechanics, learn about materials so we can decorate our map,
There we go.
and finally import assets from Quixel Bridge, so we can get an Unreal result. Now that you have the structure
already did
of
there.
what we're going to do,
That looks
get
cool,
ready.
though. Look how beautiful
And
that
let's
is.
start. Learn to create an action game in Unreal Engine 5 at unfgames.com. The first step in our Unreal
Oh, yeah? What is it? UNFgames.com. What was that? Did you ever go to this website, Game Dev TV? Oh, damn. Action game in Unreal Engine 5. Damn. Okay, so that's all these guys do then. Courses and tools. Create an action game in Unreal Engine 5. How much do they charge for that one?
Is your dream creating a game, but you haven't done it yet? Well, the wait is over. Let's get you started. We are going to take you from a complete beginner to a master by showing you step by step.
This actually
how
looks
to
really
create an
cool, I'm
action
not gonna
game
lie.
From scratch and then publish it on Steam. We are UNF Games, and like you, we made many mistakes when we started out 10 years ago.
Did you
After
use the
getting tons of
official
experience by
Unreal
working
Engine
in AAA games
fucking
and indie
videos
titles
to
and
learn?
becoming Unreal Engine
That was a
authorized
mistake, number
instructors,
one.
we want to help you create your own game. The majority of professionals you find teaching game development courses do not have the experience on teaching the subject, making your learning path longer.
Yes!
We have made
There we
over
go!
300
He hit the
tutorials,
fucking nail
and
on the head. That is exactly what it is right there. That is exactly what it is right there. That right there said it all. That right there just said it all. These people, there are some people that know the shit like the back of their head. And he's right. But when it comes to teaching, that's where they don't have the experience. Because, okay, here, I'll play back what he just said. Oh, shit. Hold on. All right, do you guys see an ad right now, though?
Majority of professionals you find teaching game development courses do not have the experience on teaching the subject, making your learning path longer.
Did you
We
just
have
hear what he
made
said?
Over 300
A lot of game professional people that you see don't have experience. That is what we're seeing right now. This right here is exactly what I'm having an issue with. I'm sure Andy has probably He's probably fucking awesome at Unreal Engine. In fact, well, he works there, obviously. He's probably really good at what he does. But when it comes to teaching somebody, when he's doing these tutorials, he doesn't understand who I don't want to say that because I don't know him. But you get what I'm saying. He might just not have that teaching experience. You know what I mean? So to him, when he's recording this footage and doing this tutorial, to him it makes sense. Like, yeah, it's easy. You just click right here and then you drag, drop this, and then you go there, and then, you know what I mean? But there's no like thought process and, okay, who am I showing this video? Who's watching this video? Okay, so it's for beginners that have never touched the engine. Okay, so when I'm explaining how to add in a material to a sphere, I should probably slowly take my time and explain what we're doing. All right, guys. So in order to add, what we're going to do is add material to your sphere object here, to this crate. So to do that, we're going to double click onto I don't even know how to remember how I got here. But anyways, so what we're going to do is we need to add in texture to add texture onto our sphere. So to do that, what we should do is go down to our content editor. And what we're going to do is go over to the import button here. Then we need to look for two files here. We need to look for T_plastic_N. And then you need to hit Control. And then you need to click on T_grudge_A. And you should see that both of these are now selected. Next, what we want to do is hit the import button. After that, you will now see both files here. What we want to do is go on the T_plastic_N, and we want to simply click and drag onto the screen. Yes, it takes a very long time to explain that very simple process of clicking and dragging and dropping, but it gives the learner a second to process in the brain what is going on. You know what I mean? That is how you make good tutorials. You take your time. You explain every little thing that you're doing and why, because it helps the learner understand what we're doing. What is this? Why are we dragging it on here? You know what I mean? And even when we do this RGB and then we go to normal, why are we doing that? And why are we making the connection to normal and not pixel depth offset? It's little things like that that make learnings frustrating or not. You know what I mean? It is so frustrating as someone that's never done it. And this doesn't even just go for game development. This goes for teaching anything, whether it's mathematics, coding, video editing, especially video editing. If you don't know how to teach somebody, if you don't know how to teach somebody something, it's just gonna be frustrating for the learner. You know what I mean? And I made the same mistake. I remember I did this tutoring session in college on how to use Photoshop. And I learned that I knew Photoshop fairly well, or how to do the project that they needed help with. So I found myself zooming through too fast. And I even got an email from the one of the students that was in the thing, and they're like, "Hey man, I had trouble following along. You were just going too fast. You didn't explain what this was. Like you acted like you knew everything." And he was right. And I thought back to that session and I'm like, damn, he's right. I just flew through that because I understood it too well. You know what I mean? I didn't take into account the person watching me. You know, right? So and it goes for this. You know what I mean? So what they just said fucking hit the nail on the head. It really did.
Tutorials, and with over 200 hours of teaching, we know the best way to teach you game development to get results in a short time.
That's a fun one. I've done this one.
Developing your own original idea is not easy. So the first step that you will take towards your goal is creating an action dungeon crawler game with our guidance. This will let you become more comfortable with the tools, and with practice, you will gain mastery over Unreal Engine. In this course, you will learn the fundamentals of game development. To achieve your goal, you'll be using tools inside the engine like blueprints, materials, meta sounds, state machines, and more. You will face many tests and challenges to learn these tools, but we're confident that you are capable of overcoming them with our guidance. Ever wonder how big companies create their games? The development of a game is not the only thing that you need to know in order to be successful. You will learn how to work efficiently with a team and apply AAA workflows in your games to increase the quality in a short time. Learn with us and become part of an exclusive community. Enroll now in early access to get a huge discount and all future updates for free.
That's cool that they do that, though. Damn, dude. Thanks for sending me this resource, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, and again, I'm not trying to knock on the guy that's doing this tutorial. I'm really not. The guy, Andy over here. It's just, you get what I'm saying, right? I'm sure you understand. So how much do they charge for this stuff? Damn. You will get the course and wait, is it just for that one course though, or there's also Tom Lohman if you're interested in learning C++ and Unreal. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Oh, it's just this one course. I thought they had a didn't they say they had a thing for their YouTube tutorials are perfect? I would say so, yeah. And for yeah, definitely.
Adventure is
We'll go with this one.
which we can find.
Again, I'm not trying to knock the fucking guy over at Unreal, but like,
Button. Let's click it.
and who knows? He was probably given like, all right. So what we need you to do is we need you to create this tutorial. Here's a script to follow or something. You know what I mean? Like we don't know. We weren't there. Oh, did it close Unreal Engine? Oh, it did. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that.
And in the next page, we'll see the recommended system requirements. If we scroll down a little bit, we will find the download launcher button. So let's just download it and install it like any other program. Once you download and install the Epic Games Launcher, we can open it.
See, I like how they're actually going through step by step by step. That is good.
Here it says sign in later, but if we click here, we won't be able to download the engine.
All right, I'm going to skip this part. I already know how to do this.
Weekly spot.
With Photo Vibrance, you can transform any photo into a mesmerizing.
With YouTube ads, you can be annoyed.
Lights and many more.
Oh shit, hold on guys, give me a second.
The next tab is the samples. The samples are projects that the Epic Games team put out for us. So in our case, we can just download the project and pick around. See how they made, for example, this Electric Dreams demo. Or maybe we...
to be fair, Unreal Engine has only recently started to become an option for indie devs and the public. So up until this point, they must have only consulted already professional teams. That could be true. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. That's why I think the community is a better learning source. That makes sense. Oh shoot, Arrays or Azaris, thank you so much for the follow, and iRock TV, thank you so much for the follow over at LiveSpace. I can't wait until Kick's integrated with Streamlabs. It's gonna be so nice. I can have, because LiveSpace is over at Streamlabs now too, so I can literally have everything in one system. Because Botrix, man, for some reason it works sometimes, then sometimes it doesn't. It can be very frustrating. It can be very frustrating. But oh shit, that guy said he was headed out. My bad. Oh. See, I missed that chat. Damn. All right. Yeah, let me continue.
To check out the MetaHumans.
So they're using version 5.2.1, but I don't think there's going to be a huge difference between 2 and 3.
Examples, because it gives examples.
I mean, I say that, but
almost every feature, or well, the most important features.
How long have you been doing game dev?
The engine has to offer. So it's very useful to just download it. You can just click on it, and it will send us to the marketplace. And here you will have the options to get it. It will be free, and then you can create a project following the version that you need. Yeah, so that way you can explore inside any sample project. And that's not all. You have sample projects, but you also have sample games. Here is the Lyra starter game, very useful if you want to create a multiplayer shooter.
Ooh,
the
that's
next
cool.
one is the marketplace.
So I like how they go over this stuff, though. They're like, as someone that would be brand spanking new to this, like, this is really good.
Assets, but every month we can
Don't
get
show up on my primary.
maybe 4 or 5
Thank you.
assets for free. We just need to go here, free for the month. And don't forget to add to the
I
cart
always do those free
and
monthlies.
get it. So this gets refreshed every month, so don't
Yep.
forget to get them for free. Now you may be downloading a lot of assets. If you're using a solid state drive and you don't have that much space in your computer, make sure to go to settings and here edit bulk cache location. This is where the actual assets will be stored, assets that you download from the marketplace and also sample projects. So if you are using 2 disks and you have one that maybe has more space than the other one and you want
Are
to
you gonna
save
work,
everything there,
Intercom?
you can change the folder
No?
here.
Okay.
Let's go back. Here will be the library tab where we will see all the engine versions and the My Projects tab where we can see all the projects that have been
Oh, I keep
created
forgetting I'm on a Mac.
before, and you can see I have a lot of them. Maybe I should clean a little bit of it. The vault is the projects that you have gotten from either the samples tab or the marketplace tab. You can see that it's already consuming a little bit of my space in my computer, so that's why I wanted to show you where you can change the vault location. So every project that you have bought from the marketplace or plugins,
Mm-hmm.
if you have downloaded it, you will see that this arrow can remove the local content. But if you have not downloaded it, this arrow will be gray, and whenever you want to add it to a project, you select the project and then you will start downloading it.
Okay.
The last tab is the Twinmotion tab, and this is a free unlimited time trial. For Twinmotion, this is especially useful for our architectural visualization. So we won't dig deep into this part. It's just nice to have it there. So let's go back to library because this is where the magic starts. Once the engine has downloaded, let's click on launch so we can start creating projects. When creating a project for the first time, you may find that Windows gives you a little bit of security alerts. Just allow the access so Unreal can get its full capabilities. Let's allow the access and let's wait for
Damn,
the
he has cool animated
Unreal
background.
Project
Oh, he
browser
probably
to
used that
launch.
wallpaper engine.
Here is the Unreal Project browser. And we will find a lot of options. The first one is the recent projects, where we can see all the projects that we have created. Then we will have a tab for games, film, video and live events, architecture, automotive, and simulation. You will see that there are a lot of industries that use Unreal Engine, not only games. But in our case, we are focused on games. So let's click on games. Here we will have some templates that can help us speed up the process of creating new stuff.
See the timing pace of how he's talking to somebody? It's
But in
so
our case,
it's at
we're going to
it's
stick with
going,
that
but it's not like,
project.
all right, so click over here and then we got games, film, and then architecture, and then what you're gonna do is click on games, and we're gonna click on blank, and then we're gonna put in the project names, then we're gonna click next. He's taking his time to explain what the hell we're doing.
Here is the project location. By default is in Documents, Unreal Projects. You can change it. And here will be the project name. I will call it my first Unreal project. This will be the name of the folder of the project. And here we can define
Oh my
some
God.
settings of the project. If we want to use blueprints or if we want to also use C++. C++ is a coding language. So if you have experience with it, you can start with it.
Nope.
If you don't, then Blueprints is just fine to learn some logic and then we can...
I'm glad they added ray tracing in here
So
too.
let's
That's
give it a
awesome.
Blueprint, the target platform, we will select desktop, the quality preset, we will select maximum, and the started content, we will leave it as false, because I will show you how to add it later on. With this in check, or well, unchecked, we will create the project. This is the first look at the Unreal Engine editor. The big window is called the viewport window, and it shows exactly how the level will look if we were to play the game. Here at the top left we have the toolbar. Here we have the title of the level, currently untitled, and this is a sample level that gets created automatically. At the right side we have the name of the project, and if we hover on top of it we will see the version of the engine. Here we will see the outliner panel where it shows every actor inside our level, and we will define what an actor is in a minute, don't worry about it. But pretty much is everything that can be put inside a level is an actor. And if we click anything, either here or in our level, we will see that this detail panel gets filled up with options. And that's how we can edit most of our stuff in our level. Here in the bottom part of the editor, we have the content drawer, where most of the content will exist. The output log will show you messages that the engine tells you. Usually you can create your own messages, very helpful for debugging. Here we have the console command, and a lot more of information are useful tools that we can later touch on.
Night and day already between the two.
Super easy to know if you have something unsaved.
See how everything's being explained to the user?
Everything. But for now, this is the first look to our Unreal editor. So let's enjoy it a little bit.
Give me a second. Sorry, I gotta...
Listen to me.
Now I will show you how to navigate inside the viewport. First, let's create a new level. File, new level, and let's create a basic level so it's easier to work around this. I don't need to save this. And now we are in a new level.
See how nice and slow this is how it should be right here. Thank you for sharing this with me.
Click on the viewport and hold my left click. If I do that, I can rotate my camera if I move my mouse side to side. And if I move it front and back, I will see that I can
Control Shift S. Control Shift
like if I was walking. Now, if I use my right click instead of the left click, then I get full rotation control of the camera. But I cannot move around. If I wish to move around like with the previous control scheme, then I can use the W, S, A, and D. So it's very comfortable, and we can also use the keys Q and E to go downwards with Q and upwards with E. These shortcuts work when you are holding either the right mouse button or the left one. That's the most common way of navigating the viewport.
Oh yeah.
You can also hold the middle mouse button to pan around the level, which is also very useful in its own right. Also, while holding the right button, you can change the FOV by using the keys Z and C. So with Z, you can change the FOV to a larger value, and with C, you can really zoom in by lowering that value. Now, if you wanted to select an object, for example this light, and you're very far away, but you managed to select it, and now you want to focus on it, you can press the letter F. So with the letter F, you immediately focus on the object, or well, actor if we want to name stuff correctly, we can focus on the actor immediately by pressing F. When we have an actor focused, we can use the Alt key. So I'll just hold it. I'm pressing it right now. And if I use the left mouse button, I also hold it, I can rotate around the
That's cool.
focused actor axis. I now will release the left mouse button, but I will keep holding Alt. And if I now hold the right mouse button, I can zoom in
That's
and
cool.
zoom out. And I did it in the opposite direction, so I can zoom out and zoom in. It's very useful to know this, so it's easier for us to place stuff in our map. So let's start by placing something in our map. We will go to this cube with a plus icon on top.
See what I mean? Like, that's how nice that
And
is.
this
There we
is
go.
the place actor menu. We can actually put it into a panel if you like to see it. In my case, I prefer to get a better view of the map, so I'm just accustomed to using this menu. So here we will have some basic actors, basic lights, and if a light can go into a map, it's also an actor. But what I'm looking for is a shape, and a cube specifically. So let's just drag and drop a cube to our map. You will see that if I'm still holding my left button, it will not snap to anything until it collides with a floor or something like that. So for now, I'll put it floating around. As we learned, we can press the letter F, and I'll type it here again, F. And if I press it in my viewport, now I'm focusing this cube. Now, with the cube, we not only want this cube to be floating around, right? So, in order to do something with it, we need to first move it around. Here we will have this gizmo, which is actually the move tool. With this move tool, we can move it if we want in the Z axis, in the X axis, or in the Y axis. How do I know which axes are what? It's because here in the left side, I also have the axis, the world coordinates showing in my viewport. So it's pretty useful to have that there. Now, we want to rotate it.
Oh, shit.
Here we will find the manipulation tools. If I only want to select stuff, you can just click around and be done with it. Move stuff. We already done that. Let's rotate stuff. And there we have it. Now we can scale. And we can see the axis in which we are scaling this cube. So we are scaling this cube as a little example, right? Now, every time you want to do a transformation to an object, you don't really want to click here and do it. It's a lot easier if you use the shortcuts that you can see on screen. So selection is Q, W is to move around, E is to rotate stuff around,
And ours.
and R is to scale it. Now, what happens if you want to follow the axis of my actor whenever I want to move it? Just on the side, we have this cycle that transforms gizmo coordinate systems between world and local object space. If we click on it, now my movement gizmo is following the actual object coordinates. And because the object is rotated, then we can actually move it in these directions. But if I switch it again to the world coordinates, now it's following this world gizmo that I already showed you before. So now we can be absolutely sure that the z-axis is actually the z-axis. Pretty cool, right? Now, whenever we're moving stuff, we can snap it to a grid, an imaginary grid that exists inside the engine. I mean, it will be a lot easier to see it if I just delete this floor. So I'll just click on the floor and press the delete key, or we can just right click, edit, delete. Now we can see the actual grid. And we can change that grid by going here.
What's up? Cycles from... Oh, shit. Mine looks different. I don't see the... W. Then switch to local and global space. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now I'm on local, and then if I hold down and rotate... Oh, wait. Is it... No, you hold down and... Nope. Hold on. Was it Alt? Or... Ah, crap. How do you... So you click on that, and then you... Is it Control? No, that moves the object. Is it... How do you rotate around something again? Drag and shift? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, so... No, hold on, I think I'm not... Oh, okay, here we go. So now it focuses on that object and not the world. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Gotcha, I think. Well, press F if you want to focus on it. Yep. And then how do you rotate it? What's the correct way to do the rotation again? Is it Control? Or didn't he say? So you hit F to focus, and then... No, that zooms in. Oh, right there. Okay, so you hold down Alt, and then... Gotcha. So that now focuses on the object. Gotcha. And then... Okay, that makes sense. Cool. I think that makes sense. I think I understand Cycles, the transform gizmo coordinate system. Oh, okay. So I see. Okay. So this, it transfers this right here. So now any movement is to this z-axis, whereas this uses whatever the world is. Right. Okay, that makes sense. Now that makes sense. Okay.
Towards these
Oh shit.
numbers.
Hold on, I gotta back up a
Grid.
second.
We can see the actual grid. And we can change that grid by going here towards these numbers. Now we can clearly see the grid.
Clearly.
How does this affect our object? Let me just undo or Control C so I get my floor back. So how does this grid affect my objects? Well, by default this was a 10. You can't really notice that it's in a grid. But if I change it to maybe 500, now you can see how it snaps to a position in that grid. Now, taking consideration, it's not actually snapping to the grid exactly. It's just adding 500 to the actual position. This doesn't mean that, oh, I'm in 0 or I'm in 500 in X. No, it means that from the actual position, whenever I'm
that makes
hitting
sense.
X or Y or Z, then it will add 500.
Right.
If we want to be free from the grid, we can actually disable it by clicking here. Now that the grid is disabled, my movement will be completely smooth. and it gives us a lot of freedom to play around.
Also something handy to know, Unreal uses centimeters, so the grid sizes at the top are in cm. Oh, okay. It doesn't use inches.
By placing objects.
Gotcha.
I'm going to return my grid. I'm going to return it to
But do you even just like, I know I didn't watch a lot of the tutorial from official Unreal website, but because it was so frustrating to try to keep up, but you can already see the difference. Like, both videos are for new people that have never used Unreal. And this one sat here and we're 23 minutes in and we're learning how to like actually move around, what all the panels really are. And the time taken to explain everything is nice and slow. Like the night and day. So both of us added a shape object in here in both videos. The first guy went up here and said, so yeah, what you do is you come up here and you start typing sphere. And then you click here on sphere and you add it in. It was like, wait, well, what is a sphere? On this tutorial, it was like, so what we're going to do is come up here into the object. And then what we want to do is you can come down here if you want. And you can actually add the panel over here. But what you can do is come down to shapes. And then what we're going to do is add in a cube. You're going to click on that and drag it onto the screen. That was great. You know what I mean? You know, to be honest, I'm surprised you were learning materials before learning how to move things. Yeah, that was the thing, right? And we were learning how to do materials before we even learned like the engine itself. And I kid you not, that tutorial was for just getting started, like Unreal Engine Learn. Like, let's see. Yeah, because I came here and then I went to, where is it? Solutions. No, where'd I click on? Oh man, I can't remember where I clicked on. Was it here? I don't remember how I got there. I think I clicked on something when I downloaded Unreal. What did I click on? I think it was in the launcher. Oh, okay, yeah, here we go. Yeah, I clicked on this. And then I end up here. I signed in. And then I went down to learn getting started. And then it's like your first game in Unreal Engine 5 tutorial. So I clicked on this. And then it says, making from scratch Unreal Engine 5 shows you how fast you can create a game leveraging new and established features of Unreal Engine. I don't know. Maybe this is like the second tutorial. Maybe you're supposed to start off with this, I assume. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not too sure. Like you said, the community is probably the best way to go when it comes to like learning this stuff. Left side has a table of contents. Oh, here we go.
Or in the top right, I can change to the different versions and
shit.
click launch. Go ahead and launch the project browser however you'd like, and the editor will start up. If this is the first time you're launching this version, it may require
let's
you to
skip ahead
manage
a little
the
bit.
projects that we've opened up and created inside of Unreal Engine, as well as create new projects using the included templates. Here we can see all of our recent projects, which should be similar to the Beyond My Drive that I haven't added to you to have a project. For example, the third person template, which gives you, go ahead and pick the location where you want your project to be. Some restricted characters for project names, and it will let you know if there is one. So I'm going to go ahead and just simply delete my spaces, and I'll go ahead and create the project. And here we can see we have our editor opened up to our third person map.
Oh,
we
they
chose
must
the
have
third
used
person
sample
template.
content. Okay. I
Let's
was
go
like,
ahead and take a look at our editor and how we can navigate around it and work with the items inside of it. The primary window which we can see is our viewport. This is our view into our world. Let's look at navigating around our viewport. Holding down the right mouse button will allow us to look around.
all right, well, see, that's better.
Holding down the left mouse button will allow us to move in and out.
At least with this
and
one,
look
we're
left and
taking
right.
time to learn movements.
Holding down both
so
buttons.
maybe what it was is this right here was not meant to be like your first time ever using the engine. Maybe it was just like, yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe, yeah, I guess. And then they have this one. Maybe this is meant for like, oh, you already know how to do movements and stuff like that now. But still, even the speed that guy was going at was really fast. You know what I mean? I don't know. But this is much better. I like this.
And what I just did can be applied also for the rotation and the scaling. With our actor selected, let's take a look to the details panel. Let me just scroll up, and if for whatever reason you don't have a details panel, you can bring it up by going to Windows, Details, and well, you can get even 4 of these details panel. Now with my actor selected, we can see the properties that it has. And I know it is an actor because every actor has
We're
a
supposed to keep this on. Oh, shit.
property set, which is the location. And if I move it around, I'll press the key W. I'll move it around. You will see that the numbers change. These are Unreal units. And every Unreal unit, well,
Was I don't know about the table of contents for the longest time. This should be way more obvious, right?
every 1 unit is 1 centimeter. So
Yeah, there you go. See, he said
we
centimeter.
can also edit the value of the location by clicking and holding the left mouse. Just like that. Also the rotation. And we can even use these arrows to reset the value to the default value. In the case of the rotation is the 0, 0. So now my cube is in the default rotation. The scale will be 1, 1, 1, 1. And in the case of the location, it will be the 0, 0, 0, which is this one. So you can mess around here in the viewport and fix stuff in the details panel. You will be a lot more precise here. Unless you are going for a more organic type of feel of the positioning of your actors in the map. So again, we're hearing this name, this term actors. Anything that can be put in a map is an actor. And it can be put inside the map because it has this transform value. Oh, and if you want to snap any type of actor that has collisions to a floor, you can use the end key. If you just click on your object and press N,
Nice.
it
I
gets
like
snapped
that.
to the floor very easily. I also wanted to show you a quick way to work with objects or, well, actors. Whenever you hear objects on the map or actors in the map, it's mostly the same thing. So don't worry about it. So let's say I want to duplicate this object, this actor. We can
Control
right
D, right?
and edit and duplicate, or Control D.
Oh, there we go.
If I use Control D, I'll get an actor almost in the same position, right? It's even easier, and I just deleted that previous actor. It's even easier if I just select the cube, and we know how to move stuff, right? Yeah. So we can hold the Alt key and move it. This will duplicate the actor immediately.
I like that better.
Only that, maybe I want to position it that way, and I can release the Alt key, but I can hold the Shift key. I will hold it now for my camera to follow the movement of the current actor.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey, here's my side scroller game.
Use Alt and Shift at the same time
And I just need to get it to jump.
to duplicate
Boing.
my actors.
That's funny.
Now let's say I rotated it this way.
shit.
And I want
Oh,
this.
hold on. Actually, give me a quick sec. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Hey, crew, how's it going? Back to work. Oh, all right, dude. All right, I'm back. All right, let's see. I gotta go back a little bit.
Maybe I want to position it that way, and I can release the Alt key, but I can hold the Shift key. I will hold it now for my camera to follow the movement of the current actor. So it's very useful, and we can use Alt and Shift at the same time to duplicate my actors. Now let's say I rotated it this way and I want this other actor in the center to copy this rotation. We can copy the values here, rotation, right click, copy, and you can see the shortcut, which is very useful, which is shift right click. So let's just copy or shift right click, and we can go to the other actor.
Nice.
In the rotation, click paste or shift left mouse. There it is.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Chat, Meg, Med. Let's see here. It's the minimum viable product. Now go and find investors, right? Yeah, let's go. Actually, it's crazy. Have you heard about all those people that make like, what is it? Like crowdfunding games for like these cool games that are going to come out, and then they get all the money and then no game ever like gets produced. Well, there was a big one going around. Voice Critical was talking about, I can't remember the name of the game, but apparently like the dev got in trouble for some not so good things, if you get my drift. But he was like a developer of this game that it's never been released. It's been like years in the development or something like that, or I don't know. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of NFT Unreal games which do that. Oh God. Is it what's that one that Logan Paul or whatever his name made, Crypto Zoo or something like that, dude? No, dude. If any influencer says I'm gonna come up with a crypto anything, fucking run, fucking run, or as soon as like launch day, sell all your assets like quick. Dude, NFTs never made sense to me. Dr. Disrespect's game is exactly that, I think. It also uses Unreal. And it's NFT. I didn't know he was making a game. Really? Yeah, but do you think he's someone... I think someone like Dr. I don't watch him or anything like that. I've only seen a little bit of his stuff. Do you think he's someone, though, that would, like, pull that kind of shit like Logan Paul did, though? You know what I mean? Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like with him, he probably wouldn't. Because I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know these people. But I feel like some of these people probably do care about their reputation and wouldn't want their name being butchered for like scamming their viewers and stuff like that. Whereas someone maybe like Logan Paul probably wouldn't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's already had 1,000 bajillion controversies. Why would he really care? You know what I mean? Versus someone like Dr. Disrespect, like, that's his life. You know, he doesn't have prime. He's not doing wrestling. He's not doing boxing. He's not doing whatever. You know what I mean? Like, literally, if he screws over his viewers, his livelihood's done. You know what I mean? So... You know, do you get what I'm saying, though? And again, I don't know the whole Logan Paul stuff. I've watched a ton of videos from CoffeeZilla on that whole Crypto Zoo crazy shit. But yeah, usually if an influencer says I'm doing anything involving the word crypto or an NFT in it, fucking run. And if you do decide to get involved, you better be doing your research and not... I watched the guy talk about it, and I believe him. Because, dude, these are all fucking scams. You know what I mean? I don't think his game is a scam, but I think it's a very difficult thing to be successful. Even for Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, I don't know what his game's about. I've never even heard of it. Let's see, Dr. Disrespect video game. Plays his own game. Dead Drop. Oh, okay, so it is real. Oh, wait a minute. 1 week ago. That was in 2023 in March. Oh, there was a video that was just made like a day ago.
I chose Wix for my business because of its
Fucking hate
massive
Wix.
scope for functionality and
It's hard to believe that it's been over 200 days since the last time I played Dr. Disrespect's NFT game, Dead Rop. I'll be honest, I probably would have forgotten this game even existed had they not consistently been sending me emails to remind me that I did in fact waste $25 on this. Well, in that span of time, the game has released 2 major updates, which they refer to as snapshots. Additionally, they've lowered the price of the game to just $9.
Oh,
Did
really?
my early investment get me any special bonuses or
Hey,
anything,
10 bucks,
though?
not
Well,
bad.
it doesn't seem like it. If anything, this new lower price just feels like an arbitrary attempt to get new alpha testers to play their unfinished game. They've also announced even more things to sell to you, despite the developers themselves admitting that the game is in a state so early that it can't even be called early access. Dead Rop's current round of microtransaction sales includes loot boxes and vehicle skins, which range between $20
Shouldn't you have
and
built the
$30
game first
each.
before
This is
starting
in addition to the already
microtransactions?
controversial NFTs that they sold in a funding attempt sometime last year. Ignoring the hypocritical nature of the doc's attempts to dunk on current trends in the gaming industry, how has his very own game improved in the past 8 months? Well, only one way to find out. If you haven't seen my previous video on Dead Romp, let me give you a quick summary
Really?
of what exactly I'm talking about. Dead Romp is an extraction-based first-person shooter game being developed and published by...
Bro, I'm not trying to be mean because I'm obviously just learning. This looks like something I would put together. I'm not, like, look at the floor. There's barely any texturing. It looks like they opened up Unreal Editor. All right, we're going to drop a floor there. We have a block here. We're going to end whatever the word is. You know what I'm talking about when you negative out something. So they put a block right here, and then they negative this out to make a floor drop. All right, then we're going to put a block right here for this. And we can add another block right there. Move the top of the roof over a little bit. Okay, perfect. Then we're going to add some lighting in the background. Add these assets. This looked like it had more passion put into it than this part did. You know what I mean? Like, look at how detailed and nice this looks over here compared to the actual, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's because it's still in the block out stage. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
and
Okay.
Midnight Society, a game studio founded through a collaboration between industry veterans and Dr. Disrespect, who is
Okay.
a YouTuber with 4.5 million subscribers. His resume also features important bullet points such as helping design a few maps in the worst Call of Duty game, as well as being over 6 feet tall in real life. The
He
game's
is
initial
fucking.
announcement-
I've seen this man in real life. I didn't know who he was at the time, so I went to TwitchCon back in 2019. And I was walking around the convention center. Now, mind you, I didn't know who Dr. Disrespect was at the time. And I just saw this guy. He was really fucking tall, and he was wearing this like vest thing, and he had this weird hair. I didn't know who he was at the time, and all these people were fucking like crowded around him. And I was like, and I was just trying to, you know, I was just trying to get around. So I just like walked around the crowd. I didn't know who he was at the time. So I actually saw him. He's a tall dude. But to me, everyone's tall because I'm fucking short. So
was met with heavy criticism as the developers chose the controversial fundraising method of selling NFTs.
Yeah,
promising
instead of-
rewards and exclusive benefits for those willing to take a financial risk on the game's success. This
I don't know how it's an
criticism was widespread,
accomplishment.
leading
If it
Dr.
is, dude,
Disrespect
then
to
you
take
definitely have
social
an
media to
accomplishment,
justify the
Mad
decision
Dog.
to build the game on the blockchain. But instead of forming a coherent argument, he just
What do you mean
decided to
build the
simply
game
call
on?
his-
What is? I love these little what's the word I'm thinking of? These little words that people use. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck, there's a name for it. The blockchain or crypto or NFT. What are you talking about? Building the game on the blockchain? What?
Detractors stupid. I purchased the game's early access pass for $25 back in March of this year, and then released a video providing some criticism and raising my initial concerns with the game. These complaints included strange gameplay and level design choices, exceedingly poor
Buzzwords, thank you.
performance,
That's
and an
exactly what I was
apparent lack of
thinking about.
direction
Thank you,
from the
Yacker.
development team.
Appreciate it.
But the better part of a year has passed since I last took a stance on this game. Have they taken my feedback and sought to improve upon the core issues, or have they doubled down and set themselves up for commercial failure? One of the first improvements I noticed upon downloading the latest Dead Drop snapshot was that the game now includes an installer.
Well, that's
Launching
good.
The game brings us to a more sophisticated
That's good, it
homepage
comes
than
with
I
an
saw last
installer.
time I played, complete with new game modes, vehicle customization,
Cars
a
look
new
pretty
vendor
good.
page, and social features such as a friends list and the ability to play with a squad.
Okay.
Flipping through these pages, one of the things that I felt worth calling out was this vendor page. This page allows you to sell items that you extracted with in exchange for credits, which can then be used to buy other items that you might not have found in-game.
Okay.
Additionally, you can pay a fee to tag items in your inventory, which will allow them to be bought back from the vendor if you happen to lose them in-game. However, if another player picks up your tagged items, then you're still unable to retrieve that item. This was a much-needed change, as one of the most talked about principles of the game was that rare variants of weapons would exist as
Is this gonna be one of those games that you can make money from? You know, with like Crypto Zoo, where it's like, hey man, if you collect these certain NFT things, you can sell them and make your money back or something like that. Is this kind of the same thing where the stuff you collect in game you can sell to make money? Yeah, I think so. There's like a betting type thing. Oh, okay, gotcha.
as NFTs on the blockchain.
Oh,
And
well,
in
there we
theory,
go.
you could sell items that you extract
There
with
we-
in exchange for real money.
There we
This
go.
is
That
obviously
answered
a
that
flawed
question.
idea
I love how
that would never
I love
work
how I pause the video right as I ask the question, then the answer comes immediately right after. Well,
because
thank you. I
players would
appreciate
just
you answering
simply
my
refuse to
question.
use rare
Thank you.
items in game. Otherwise, they'd be risking money. The concept of NFT items was also brought up frequently in the doc's arguments in defense of his
Foreshadowing.
game, where he said that extracting with high-value items allows for an entirely
100,000?
new gameplay and viewing experience. But it seems like the Dead Drop team has since backed off from NFTs almost entirely. At least for now. Or, more likely, the idea of NFT items was never truly being entertained by the development team in the first place. It was simply Dr. Disrespect mouthing off on Twitter. Nowhere on the game's website are NFT weapons mentioned, and there's actually an article on the game's website that I must have missed before where the true extent of blockchain integration is explained. The frequently asked question, is Dead Drop a blockchain game, is answered by an article titled, How This All Works. This explains the length to which the game utilizes NFTs and the blockchain. In summary, the game itself does not currently use the blockchain, and it doesn't seem that they have
See?
concrete
I told you it
plans
was
to
all
implement it in the
buzzwords.
game at this time. However, the game is built to embrace decentralization in case in the future all games are crypto games. So far, the only real
crypto-
blockchain things
Okay.
with this game are the limited edition NFTs that were sold last year. These NFTs serve as early access passes to the game, and holders of the NFTs are granted special permissions, such as exclusive Discord chat rooms and the ability to get invited to real-life meetups with your fellow bag holders. Not something I'd buy for the current price of
Can't you do that anyways? Get on Discord, create your own little room, or go into general and go, hey, anybody who bought the game, yeah, since we're all in this Discord, that probably means we all bought the game. By the way, y'all want to meet up down at Central Street on February 2nd? What the fuck?
$410, but hey, maybe you value your money differently.
Yeah,
This
it's-
person who commented on my last Dead Drop video said that they spend $100 on lunch.
Right.
So I guess I have really no
Same for the CEO of Unreal Engine. That's why Epic Store has NFT games. Oh, they don't. Please tell me they don't. What the fuck?
place speaking on the value of money. By the way, this entire video thus far.
How
has
long
been
is this video, by the way?
proofread,
Okay,
and
it's
recorded,
not super
all
long.
while waiting in queue to play Dead Drop. That's right.
Holy
It seems
fuck!
that The Doc's ravenously loyal fan base.
I thought my
is
League of
spending so
Legends
much time
queue was
arguing
bad.
to show
Holy
the game
shit.
and leaving angry comments that they haven't any left to actually play the game themselves. This is only hampered by the steep asking price of $9 for access. It seems
what a steal.
counterintuitive to espouse a player feedback-focused development pipeline, but then limit your player base to those dumb enough. to
Yeah,
fork
more
over
like Dead
$9
Game,
for an
right?
early-
Now, question. If I pay this $9 and something, does that mean I own the game now? Or is that just for early access and then later on I'm going to have to buy the full game? Interesting. Those are worse than Tarkov wait times, lol, but to be fair, not too many people have it yet. That is true. And then I think that's the problem here. But that's true.
early access game that might not ever release. This has inevitably resulted in not only a declining player base, but probably also a declining quality and feedback. Regardless, I eventually realized my mistake of queuing up for any
Ooh,
game mode
that's true.
besides extraction.
That would
Despite
suck.
The game
You
being
never
marketed
own it.
as a vertical extraction shooter, they have released an additional 6 game modes, none of which have any players at all. Switching over to the VES game mode,
Listen, I obviously haven't done game dev before. When you want to finish one game mode, finish the levels out, get it working good, then when that's done, have it tested by all your early access people, get the feedback, make any changes that are needed, and then focus on, okay, great, we got this done. Now let's make more levels, make all your other levels, get that done. It's like, okay, cool, team deathmatch is complete, all the maps are complete, we're good. Now let's move on to search and destroy. I'm just using COD terms, by the way. Let's work on extraction. Let's work on domination. Let's work on... Why would you be making all these game modes and you're still in your block design?
yielded a shorter, in comparison, queue time of about 8 minutes.
Oh, that's
The game
good.
then begins, thrusting me into a racing game?
Ooh.
What in the world is going on? Well, it seems that in order to justify selling car skins, they had to find a reason to include cars in the game in the first place. This has been implemented in the form of a racing minigame played prior to the actual first-person shooter match. This racing game involves
Yes, but you
navigating
often
on a
go back
admittedly
to
aesthetically
library
pleasing
things.
highway,
Game dev is
battling
like
against
spaghetti.
other
Oh, really?
players in a race to the tower. While the world design is spectacular and
It
the
does look
visuals are
good.
certainly nothing to scoff at, the car controls like a three-legged dog on ice. The overall poor performance, marred by stuttering and frame rate drops, certainly doesn't help either. The abuse of film grain gives a heavy vibe of filmed on a camera from the 1900s smeared with Vaseline, and there's no way to
I like
disable
that.
this.
That's good.
It's also worth mentioning that there doesn't appear to be any sound in this sequence, besides the collision sounds. Disabling
Oh!
music makes this painfully
Damn.
obvious.
There's no car engine? Oh, man. Yo, bro, I'll hook you up. Here.
If those massive engines in the back of these cars are just for looks, they're actually electric. It seems that they've split it up the race serves as a way to select your starting point upon arrival
There.
in the tower. Depending on the route
Send
that
me
you
my
took on
check.
the highway, you begin the match at a different point on the map. While it's certainly unique,
I'm pretty
it's
sure
not
you're probably
particularly
right.
interesting, and I can see this getting old fast if you have to do this every single time you play the game.
Right?
But no matter where you're dropping, you'll soon encounter a far more prominent issue. There are only 3 people besides myself playing this game.
Oh,
As
man.
usual when playing these NFT games.
This is
I'm going
definitely
to
in
have
its
to point
block
out that
style.
it's
Look
not
at
3 a.m.
how
on a
blocked
Wednesday or
everything
anything like
is.
that. It's the middle of the afternoon on a weekend. Unfortunately, the first-person shooter gameplay of Dead Rop feels entirely unchanged from my previous playtest 8 months
Ooh,
ago.
look at that
Gunplay
gun.
is poor and unbalanced, movement is stiff and unreliable, and the audio is as horrific as ever. You'll
Dude,
spend most of
they
your
they
time
must have
wandering
just went
around
to
the
the
map
asset
looking for
library and
enemies.
downloaded all
But
this stuff.
same
There's
as
no way
before,
they
you're
even...
more likely
I
to
doubt
die
they even
from a
have fucking
random
Blender
headshot off the
installed on their
screen than you are to
computer.
have a fair encounter in this game.
Oh my god, you suck you're so bad, bro. Dude, you suck at this game. Yo, get owned. Loser.
Divorce attorney fees? Holy shit! Alright, well, I'm fucking staying single. $50,000 for the attorney? God damn!
What? What?
Oh, shit.
Eyes. Far apart, close, average. I think normal, average.
This is due to the poor decision to base the game entirely around verticality. As explained in my previous video on this game, computer monitors and TV screens, believe it or not, are wider than they are tall. To combat this, verticality in first-person shooters is typically limited, as if someone's directly above you, you'll never notice them.
That is
in the
very
few
true.
first-person shooters that do have a focus on verticality, such as Halo or Destiny for example, you'll notice that the developers have chosen to place the player's crosshair below the center of the screen. This allows you to have increased vertical visibility while still being able to engage
LSD,
targets
how's
on
it
your
going?
level. Dead Rop does not do this. I guess the developers never got to the tutorial where you learn how to move the crosshair in Unreal Engine. Now, it's a widely known trope in first-person game development that players don't naturally look up while they're playing the game.
That is
but
true.
don't take it from me. Take it from Bill Van Buren, one of the designers on both Portal games.
Fucking love
Originally,
Portal. One of my
exit
favorite
portal
games,
surfaces
dude.
Were static geometry in the final position. but playtesters stubbornly refuse to look up to find them. This is another example of the classic game design problem of coaxing players to look up. By putting the portals on moving pistons, we were able to start them in a position that players were more likely to see.
Nonetheless, besides the
Dude, I
decision
love
to base
Portal.
the
It's
game
one,
around a concept,
dude, Portal and Portal, especially Portal 2. Portal 2 was one of the best fucking video games I've ever played in my entire life. Hands down, I still to this day still load up Portal 1 and Portal 2 and play it. Like, I love that game. It's so old. Those two games are like wicked old now, but they are still one of the best games ever to be made. I could sit there and play it over and over and over again. The writing in Portal 2 was amazing. They did an amazing job on that game. The comedy level, just the dialogue in that game alone makes it fun. Not even just like the puzzles are great, but the dialogue is what makes Portal 2 such a great game. Number 1 was pretty good. Had that kind of, some decent dialogue in there, but Portal 2 is where they ramped up the writing. Like, it was amazing. The compiler generates a private delegate field to back the event, as well as generating the implement. What is it? Probably a thing that UHT does, is it generates one.
that goes against the very nature of first-person shooter gameplay, the developers of Dead Rop have also decided to focus their effort on adding new game
Oh, okay,
modes
gotcha.
and
I
maps
was a
instead
little
of
lost.
fixing the core gameplay issues. Even though they've added 6 new game
That's
modes,
what I'm
there's
saying.
very
Why are
little
you
that
adding
even
game
exists,
modes when you haven't even
considering that
fixed the
there is
first
nobody
one?
playing them. Usually it takes at least a year for early access games to fall victim to unsustainable scope creep, but just like with using the blockchain, Dead Rop remains ahead of the curve. There truly seems to have been almost no effort made to improve on the severe gameplay issues plaguing this product's premier game mode. Allow me to reiterate a few of my previous complaints. Vertical movement is highly reliant on climbing the ladders around the map, which both slows down the pace of the gameplay and makes you extremely
Holy fucking
vulnerable.
ladder,
And depending
guys.
on the angle that you're
Jesus.
looking at while using the ladders, they might not even work properly. Lines of sight are unclear and grant an unfavorable advantage to players that reach the top of the map first. While they have added AI-controlled enemies that hunt you down to discourage camping at the top of the map, they're laughably easy to kill and really pose no threat. While I initially complained that it made no sense that you can respawn in an extraction game, I think I now understand why they've implemented this feature. This is to prevent players from immediately uninstalling the game after having to wait in another 7-minute queue after just one death. The full screen overlay scanline effect still remains every time you respawn. Its purpose, unknown. The general visual
That's
quality
fair.
of this game is mixed, and as it's still early in development,
Dude, it's so
there's
crazy.
really
It's
no
like they
point in
just flop
criticizing it.
blocks and
The game's
shapes
new
on the
map is
screen and was
assembled
like,
almost entirely with placeholder cubes.
well,
But
lunchtime.
despite this, it's already a huge improvement.
I
over
mean,
the
granted,
last
I haven't made
one.
shit,
This
but
map
look at
has a
look at that. Look at that. That's fucking something I would do. Oh, okay, I'm learning how to use this engine. I'm gonna put this right there, and I'm gonna put a little square right there. I'm gonna make it. This is something I would make because I have zero skills in fucking whatever asset develop or design or whatever. I'd say stage of development is too early to show off. Yeah, dude, this looks like something I would make. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but look, the floor is using like the same pattern as the chairs, so it has this grid look on it.
It's already a huge improvement over the last one.
Okay, this is an
map has a
improvement?
smaller focus on verticality, and instead leans more into doors and windows. Regardless, it's hard to judge the map design accurately, as I was never able to get into a lobby with more than 3 players, and when in-game, I couldn't even find them. Also, this map doesn't lag nearly as bad as the other ones.
Well, that's good.
This is probably because the other map is full of a bunch of assets dragged directly from the marketplace into the game, which results in many of them having a far higher poly count than necessary. Your player model is fully rendered and visible in first
Where the
person,
hell's the
which
head?
allows you to look down and see your body as you play the game.
Where's
But it
my
looks
head,
really
man?
Weird, especially the way that you
The
hold
fucking
guns.
head's missing.
Your hands look all deformed and contorted.
That's
and
'cause
it's
you're missing a
especially
head,
prominent when
bro.
Looking at your shadow. They did fix the lack of push to talk, though.
Oh, that's
However,
good.
the game is eerily quiet, as without the forced open voice chat, there's
Mhm.
really no reason to ever speak. The only thing achieved by talking in this game is giving your position away. After a hard-earned lesson stemming from his real-life marriage, the doc has decided to implement Epic's anti-cheat software into his game. This is a step in the right direction, as one of the commonly shared fears with this game is that it would be rampant with cheaters. But with the NFT weapons seeming more like a marketing
I've heard of
ploy
that
than
language.
reality,
I don't know
the
much
importance
about it, but I've heard of
top-of-the-line
it.
Anti-cheats fallen. While I did get to play a couple matches of Dead Drop, unfortunately, I didn't wake up early enough to have enough time in my day to account for the lengthy queues, so it wasn't as much as I would have liked. It's apparent that this game needs an insane amount of work to be at a point where it's deserving of its price tag, and the previous controversy surrounding not only the game's spokesperson,
Did they say
but
this
its
was
use of
$30?
NFTs is only making this a tougher sell.
Mhm.
Assuming that only 1% of the doc's viewers bought this game, that's still almost $500,000 in income. Throw in the NFTs, which have a 10% royalty paid to the developers every time a third-party sale occurs, and we're looking at some serious
is.
cash already being made. For someone who speaks so poorly of the current state of...
You know what's weird about this? There's so much in this level, but there's nothing in this level. Hey, Lone Wolf, how's it going? Does that make sense? Like, look.
At some serious...
Look how bare this looks. But then all of a sudden you turn over to here, and all of a sudden there's a door with all the stuff on it, but then there's this side which is blank and has nothing going on. The walls are fucking looked like some paint you bought at a shitty dollar store. You know what I mean? But over here it's all, yeah, look how beautiful the lighting is right here with the door and all that detail. And then you get over here, it's like, yes, this is our wall. Here's our ceiling. No material really on there, just some basic. And then we have this random wooden floor right here. And then we mesh the color in to kind of match the floor.
For someone who speaks so poorly of the current state of gaming, Dr. Disrespect sure does seem to have no hesitation implementing these features into his own...
Yeah, bro, it's not, but to be fair, it's not like this guy's fucking sitting there making the game, okay? It's not like he wakes up at 5 a.m. every day and goes, let's open up Unreal Engine, baby. Maybe he does, I don't know, I doubt it.
Is one thing,
He just puts his
but
name on it.
Transactions for said early access game? Yeah, this just screams cash grab, if you ask me. Why bother finishing the game when you could just build hype, sell
Fuck
a bunch
yeah.
of NFTs and pre-alpha pass?
Damn, that floor actually looks like it had more love put into it than the previous room that we said. Opening Unreal Engine 1, it is crazy. Yeah.
And then deliver the bare minimum product. Still
Bare
making
minimum.
far more money than most indie developers could ever dream of. While
true.
we're at it, let's see how much those NFTs are worth nowadays. Well, it looks like they sold for about $750 each when I made my first video about this game, and now they're only $410.
I mean, that's still pretty-
Not looking like a great return on investment. But hey, diamond hands, am I right? In conclusion, I'm always happy to see content creators diversify their sources of income. After all, streaming on YouTube might not be able to pay the bills forever, especially when you have
I
a
can
history of
attest to
getting
this.
banned. But so far, this just isn't it. Dead Drop is an overhyped, overpriced, and empty early access title that nobody asked for. Multiplayer games live and die by their player bases, and we've seen games with the backing of AAA publishers fail and get shut down just months after releasing. Even if Dead Drop does end up becoming a well-polished and finished title, what's going to set it apart from its competitors? $30 car skins.
They're making high-level production video pieces on new skins in the game. And people,
Bro, what are we talking about skins for? Finish the game first. Oh my god, dude. Make a working product, then worry about the microtransactions. See, you know it's bad. You know it's bad. When you don't even worry about the game, you're more worried about the microtransactions first. Don't worry about the player level, the movement, the guns, the audio of a car. Let's just worry about those microtransactions first. Then we'll build the game. Don't worry about the rest of the game. Oh my god, dude. I'll take it easy, Lone Wolf. Didn't he used to develop on COD? I don't think so.
people.
Lucky, how's it going?
I guess like it. I don't know. I don't know the state of this industry. I don't know where we're at, man. It's not what I grew up with. It was literally about playing the games and the fun aspect of playing the game and the interaction of playing the games. But now people are getting hyped on high production video pieces. We need to bring this culture of the industry. We need to bring the culture back. It isn't.
That was it. That was an interesting video. That was interesting. But yeah, like, I didn't even know he made a game. That's, well, is a part of a game being made. Granted, like, I mean, that's crazy, guys. And there's a game dev company working. Is this like a small? Well, how come he didn't go to some company like EA or Activision to build this? Not saying, like, it's good that indie game devs are getting business and work, don't get me wrong, but if you're someone like Dr. Disrespect, why are you not going to EA Games or Activision or Ubisoft and saying, hey guys, I'm gonna put my name on this. Let's make a good game that people are just gonna play and be like, bam, holy shit, now this is a game. You know what I mean? Oh, they probably would have. Yeah, they probably would have taken a huge cut. Nothing much, just working, bro. Nice. Good deal. This is the problem with NFT games. I keep seeing too much focus on money and too little on the game. Exactly. Listen, I get you need money to make a game. Well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, what was that dude's name that made Undertale? Toby, what's his name? Toby something, right? You know what I mean? Pseudo Kid, how's it going? That's going pretty good so far. AAA publishers take a lot, of course they do. Yeah, definitely. Because trash talked every major studio. Oh, really? See, I don't know anything about this guy. I really don't. Toby Fox, there we go. Didn't he make an entire game by himself called Underworld? No, we haven't got that far in. We're still working on how to make. We're trying to learn how to move around the editor still. You need money to make NFTs? Yeah, dude. Undertale. Yeah. Wasn't there one guy that made that entire game? And hold on. How long did it take Toby Fox to make Undertale? 32 months. This says Undertale was developed by Toby Fox across 32 months. Development was financed through a crowdfunding campaign on the website Kickstarter. The campaign was launched on 2013 with a goal of 5,000 and ended up racking in 51,000 was raised. Damn, dude. He only wanted $5,000 and he got 10,000, or he got like 50,000 more than that, or my math's off. He got 51,000 instead of 5,000. So he basically had a good year's income to work on that. But it took him, 32 months? So a little over 2 years by himself. How much did that game make? How much did Undertale make? Let's see. The game was unprecedented success, gathering its creator Toby Fox a cool 26.7 million off Steam sales alone. Now, granted, Steam's gonna take a cut of that, and I don't know what engine he used, but he probably racked in some fucking money. God damn, dude. 26.7 million. One guy. 30% Steam. Yeah, it's still a lot of money. Yeah. So you can make games with no money, but pending scope, it's going to be a god. Yeah, I'm sure he worked hard. Listen, he put a lot of work into that. Undertale was made in Crate. Really? In Crate? Holy shit. What was the other one that was single made? Five Nights at Freddy, right? How many devs worked on FNAF? Pretty sure it was one guy, wasn't it? Scott Quarlton? Yeah, didn't he make his own game? FNAF is 1. Stardew 2. No shit, really, Stardew? Damn. How much did it cost to make FNAF game? Let's see. I always wondered how much it took, so here's the stats that we knew. Scott used Click Team Fusion, $399.99, and to get mobile, it cost $99. The cost of sounds was used in his game, cost around $50 to $90. His Kickstarter was targeted at $10,000, but raised nothing. He raised nothing for it? So making a small at-home game is looking around $800, which sounds about right. Dude, that's sick. Yeah, I did see the movie. It was I kind of checked out. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of checked out. I kind of started not watching it. I like the movie was more like playing in the background at one point, and I was like, oh shit, that's right, I'm watching the movie. I was like huge into FNAF or the lore or anything like that, so I'm sure it was great for those people. I'm sure there's a lot of Easter eggs in there and shit that I just didn't get. Yeah, he worked on it part-time. I think FNAF has to be rolling. Oh yeah. Starview has built in a really stripped down framework like engine, I think. It just shows that you have to keep going even when rejected. Exactly, yeah. I think it was made with XNA. Oh, isn't that by Microsoft or Xbox or something like that? I haven't seen it, but the movie deal has to start the library in. Oh, for sure, yeah. Dude, that is crazy. It was scraped NXA. Oh, okay. Yeah, back in the Xbox 360 days. Yep. Dude, that's so crazy.
New follower.
Oh, hey, thank you, Lucky, for the follow. I appreciate it. That jumped the shit out of me, by the way. All I heard was... I was like... Dude, isn't that crazy? That is just crazy. Nothing yet. I'm just trying to learn how to use the editor. But, like, ideally, it'd be a cool FPS. I love FPS games. Or a puzzle game would be really cool. Maybe something based on kind of like the inspiration for Portal. But that's gonna take a long time before we get to that kind of... That involves physics that I don't know about. Luckily, the engine does it for me. But... Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. You going to use... I don't know yet. It'd probably be easier to do blueprints, but I kind of like the thought of coding. But I don't know yet. We'll see. We haven't got that far in yet. You can use both. That you can, which is really cool. So you can code most of it, and then just mostly blueprints and a little C++ is viable. I agree. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a really great idea. It's not a bad idea at all. But, what was I saying? It's just crazy to think that just using C++ and Unreal is a bad idea. I could see where that would be a problem for a lot of things, but I think it's cool to use both. You know what I mean? Like, if there's some things that you can get done faster with blueprinting, and then maybe there's those fine tweaks. You know what I mean? But what was I gonna say? But it just shows you that look at the difference between what we just kind of talked about. You have Dr. Disrespect, who's got this game, and I don't know how big this other game development company that's actually working on this game is, versus one guy making FNAF, one guy making Undertale, one guy making Starview. Look at the night and day difference. You know what I mean? Like the passion that was the sweat, blood, and or time that was put into these projects with passion versus trying to make money. You know what I mean? There was a small team that made BattleBit. Yeah, BattleBit's a really good example, guys. I don't know if it's died down in popularity or not. BattleBit was made by 3 people. From if I'm correct, I believe I am. It's 3 developers. They made BattleBit, and it took off in huge popularity. They were basically, EA was getting mocked by people because they were like, these people did more in fucking like 1 year of, or how long was it? 3 years of development or something like that? Maybe it was only 1 year. It was like, they did more in 1 year of development for BattleBit versus EA's done for Battlefield in the last decade or 2. You know what I mean? Hey, oh, sorry, the Botrix thing was a little slow there. Well, it's the game everyone was asking for. Exactly. BattleBit's cool looking. I played it once. I really didn't get into it. But yeah, and it was very affordable. But but it was made by like 3 developers. Another really good game, guys. 6 Days in Fallujah, I think. I don't think that's a huge backed game, or what I mean. It's not a huge studio game, right? 6 Days in Fallujah. Yeah, it was made by Highwire Games and Automatic Games. I'm assuming these are small studios, right? It's a small team of veteran game developers. Like, how cool is that? That is so cool. Like, 6 Days in Fallujah is a very good game, and it's not even done yet. Just for information, when you get into the C++ side of things, Unreal Engine doesn't require memory management. That's a good thing, right? I hope. So. Holy shit. It's a good thing. Ah, fuck. I lost track of time. I gotta go to work. I'm so sorry, guys. I totally got talking. You know, my brain. Fuck. I want to keep streaming, but I got work to do. I gotta finish up a project I've been working on. Damn it. All right, well, we'll get back to this again. So, tonight, I'm either going to do this or I'm going to do Call of Duty. I don't know yet. But either way, tomorrow we'll definitely be getting back into this as well. I know I've been streaming a ton of Call of Duty, guys, but you know, you pay $70. You kind of want to play the game, you know what I mean? Fuck, I want to keep playing. I want to keep doing this, but I do got to go to work. Shit. All right. Well, we'll get back to this. Seriously, I'm having a brain fart. Medguard, thank you so much for sharing that thing with me. I'm going to... I can't subscribe. Oh, shit, I'm on a manager account. Okay, that's okay. I'm going to save this. This is really good. What part did I leave off on? Actor material. Okay, cool. I like this tutorial that you sent me. This is really good. But yeah, so far, so good. I get the concept of it, which is really good. I think I'm really excited to move on to the rest of the tutorial, because if we look right over here, I mean, when we start getting into this stuff over here, that's when we're adding in all the rocks and stuff. Like, look how cool this looks. Like, this level design is going to be so cool. Like, look how awesome that's going to be. That's going to be so cool. I can't wait. Damn, dude. Yeah, okay, so we're going to be doing all blueprinting. See? Which is good. It's good to learn blueprinting. And I don't have to download any weird editors. Dude, look how cool this is going to be. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I do got to run. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Sorry it wasn't the longest stream, but actually, okay, 3 hours. Pretty good. I would say it's pretty good. But I do got to go to work. So I will see you all later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning. If you guys want, please hit the follow button. When I go live, you guys will get notified. For those over at Live Space and Rumble, thank y'all for the follows. Sorry notifications don't pop up. For those who follow me on YouTube, for some reason, Botrix isn't working very well for that. I don't know why, but soon, once Kick releases their API, we're going to go full over at whatchamacallit, Streamlabs. So we'll figure it out. Anyways, guys, as always, thank you so much for following. Damn it, I want to continue with this, but that's okay. We'll do it tonight or tomorrow. Thank y'all for following. Remember to follow my LinkedIn. Well, if you want, if you find me on there. Follow my link tree, and you guys will have links to my Discord. Definitely join the Discord. I'm trying to get that more active. Yeah, follow me on all the socials. I appreciate it. All right, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. We will continue with this later on. But yeah, I will catch you all later. Have a great, amazing Hold on for a second. Let me check something. I don't think we have to. Let me check on something, guys. What's today's date? 17th? Okay, that's next week. Oh no, that's in a few days. Yeah, it's next week. Okay, so we got Thursday, Friday off. Sick. And then we get this off through. That doesn't make sense. Why would we come back on that day? Oh, and then the new calendar. We should just do the entire week. Oh, it says Monday through Friday. Okay. There. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Do I got any programming knowledge? Very little. Very little. I know the basics, like loops, if statements. Yeah, like the basics, the very, very mild basics. I've done a little bit of C#, Python, JavaScript, React, Vue, PHP. There we go. I knew it was there. What else have I done? Yeah, I know a little bit. All right, don't stress about C++ in Unreal Engine. It's a lot easier than pure C++. It's kind of like C+++. I gotcha. Yeah. It's like teetering to C#. It's like halfway there. It's like, come on. No, I get you. I'm not too worried about it. I've done a little bit of C++ in Unreal anyways, which I know their version of C++ is a tad bit tweaked versus like actual like C++. If that makes sense. Like I know functions and how to do class. Okay, classes I'm a little iffy on. Well, so when you do stuff like this, you actually have a class and then you include all your stuff in, and then technically you're doing everything in that class anyways. So I think maybe I said that wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, guys, I gotta go. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me this morning. Make sure you follow me on all the socials. We're on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Rumble, and we're on Livespace. But yeah, dude, I want to keep going, but unfortunately, like I want to finish. I'm working on this damn spreadsheet project, and I need to get it done because it's like hovering over my brain, and I just want to get it done. Then I can do longer streams like this. But luckily, I work for a really cool, chill company, so yeah, I'm not too worried. I just lost track of time. You know, you get doing something, and then all of a sudden you look at the clock, and you're like, oh, shit. Yeah, that's kind of what happened. But yeah, man, I had fun. This was good. But yeah, guys, like I said, it's cool to meet a lot of new people. I like it. Dude, I would love to be able to do... Honestly, streaming full-time would be so cool. Because imagine all I could learn if I had all day long to stream. It'd be fun. I would do... So here would be my ideal, like, schedule. I would, if I could, I would stream in the mornings. I mean, throughout the day. I'd stop and then I'd go teach my gym stuff because I'll never leave that job. And then at night, I'd come home, eat dinner, or go to the gym, work out, then come home again, stream a few hours at night, go to bed, wake up, repeat it. You know what I mean? And then maybe on the weekends, like on Sundays, just kind of chill out, take a break. Although I don't know, I tend to enjoy streaming, so who knows if I ever would. Eventually we'll get to that. We'll get there. We'll get there. Maybe. Or maybe we won't. I don't know. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning. I hope you guys had a good time. Sorry we didn't get super far into the one day at a time. That's right. That's right. Yeah, sorry we didn't get super far into everything, but it was... Unreal Engine looks so good. I remember using Unreal Engine 4, I think a few years ago, when I started kind of learning this stuff, and it was different. This looks a lot cleaner. I love the UI. The UI looks so much flat. It's got that flat look to it, which I really like. It looks so much cleaner. Yeah, it looks good. I can't wait to really deep dive in on it. All right, guys, I gotta go. I'm gonna keep talking. Damn it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. You guys have an amazing day. Thank you again for all the follows. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys later, tonight and tomorrow and Sunday. All right, I gotta go. Bye.